QD here. I'm not sure how this goes generally with these two guys. QD, a masterful Lucario, and Cilvanis, an honorable mention on the PR, I believe.
Yeah, Cilvanis, he has honestly great neutral. I think it's one of his greatest strengths. QD, very, very technical.
Same, yeah. QD, his technical prowess is insane. If you took a shot for every time he did a wave bounce, you would die after like a minute. Another thing that QD is very good at is he's able to dissect the game from a level that most players aren't. To be able to point out weaknesses both in his own play and his opponent's play.
Oh yeah.
And it's something that it's just, if you hear him the way he describes it, it's insane. Now what Lucario is going to try to look for here is really build up a little bit of aura. Now Lucas is pretty easy to kill in terms of like floatiness, but Lucario, against the options of Lucas, I think can be killed just as easily.
Yeah, I'd agree, yeah.
69 Arizona %. And something you'll see is that if a tether grab is missed, you're probably going to see a punish. Now, while it's probably the least laggy tether grab in the entire game, I shouldn't say tether grab, I should say range grab, but it's probably like the best one, but it's still laggy. And the crazy tether onto the stage, and down smash not going to connect. We'll see how quickly, or we'll see how well he uses quick attack.
Yeah, Cilvanis really just floating in and out.
Which really is what you have to do, because if you try to get in, you're going to get hit with like the aura
ball. The aura ball. Ooh, and he's going to slide that recoveries for no lag, and a raw F smash.
That'll clean it up. Lucario, rage is one thing, but you got to be careful of that aura.
Ooh, spike? Nope.
You'll see quick attacks often. He's had some technical flubs with him before, where he'll just slide across the stage when he wants to snap, or vice versa. Up air? No, he doesn't go for it. DIs correctly, but he goes for the mix-up.
Ooh, great down smash. Yeah. Lucario's recovery very easy to two-frame, especially with Lucas.
However, it is a crazy recovery where he can go up and around.
Oh yeah, he can change it up at will.
But will he do that, and will Cilvanis catch on? 52-6. Seeing a slight, and there's another wave bounce. Catches him right in there with the aura ball.
Yeah, but Cilvanis knows that he doesn't want to stay in there. He wants to get out immediately. If he gets hit with one hit of that aura ball, he needs to get out as soon as possible.
Okay. You see the small skirmishes generally in Lucario shielding and then doing a dare out of shield. It's a common option that you'll see him do.
Yeah. And I love how Cilvanis he really waits on his air dodges. He's not going to throw it out unless he knows you're going to attack him. You know.
Calculated, I would say, is the best word to put it. Every move is another thought process, and
everything has a purpose essentially.
His brain just works faster, it feels like sometimes.
Yeah, both of these players, I feel like are players that are always learning during the match. You know.
Of course, yeah. Okay. I believe Lucario does indeed have a tether. Is that correct?
But I do think with rage. And rage and aura, I think a lot of the throws can kill.
Okay, got it.
But obviously with the command grab being the go-to.
Of course, yes.
Oh! And just spiking him out of the air.
Is Lucario a ground-type Pokemon? Because that man ate dirt.
He did. He's weak to ground.
Damn, you're right, he is weak to ground. That man ate it. Electricity, though, not so good, but you saw the lightning on the back of that kick put him in the dirt.
Exactly.
You guessed it. Shout out to Keith 8. So we're going back to Smashville. He said, you know what, stage wasn't the problem there, it was my play.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like he had it won until that great spike.
Yeah, he had a commanding lead the entire game, but one great read is, I mean, if you're going to, I want to say that he recovered the same way pretty much the entire last game, I would say. From low,
definitely everything on the last stock was all the same way.
Yeah. And I think sometimes he just has to go high and grade wave bounce into the down air.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just one of those times where you're like, there's no way he's going to hit it. And then he does hit it. And you lose the game.
One of the biggest things is you have to read which way he's going to bounce, and once you do that, the game becomes easier. But Lucas is not a track runner. He's a tiny boy with small legs, and while he can get in, you aren't going to see like huge punishes from it.
Yeah. Honestly, it doesn't look like Cilvanis' goal is to get in. He wants to keep this slight range where he can hit you but can go right back away from you again.
I like the short hops too. He's trying to wall him out with Zairs, PK fires, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, the classic Lucas, really.
Similar to Samus, I would say, which both of these players have played really good Samuses before, and Estrella and H-Man. That'll heal you. That'll heal you 30. You can't do it. 69 to 107.
Yeah, and that puts the game
very well. I shouldn't say very well in Lucas's favor. It really swings the momentum, but
but it is Lucario.
Yeah,
so
Lucario,
things change. Honestly, there's a chance that he might have wanted the rage to kill earlier.
Yeah, that's always the go-to. Oh, I wanted to take 50% because I want the
the classic jump.
Yeah, the classic like 0 to death. Like I need that.
Whoa, interesting option, but and
that's a trade. That's a GameStop trade for Lucas.
Yeah,
and that was a
great pivot grab.
I have nothing against the way that he recovered onto the stage. It was the mix-up, but he read the mix-up.
Yeah. It looked like he had committed to it way in advance. He knew what he was going to do.
Yeah. As soon as he
Cutie
saw
didn't
it,
catch on.
Ooh. Got some clean combos.
Yeah, quick combo. That's fair.
You don't see too much percent on that, but I mean, the fact that he can do that to a floaty is good for Lucario, that is.
Yeah. Any damage that you can. Yeah. Really mixing up his shield.
This is looking scary for both players right now. I'd say they're nearly in kill percent.
They're playing very well. Gonna charge it. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna go for that again. He's definitely gonna recover high there.
One of the things that I'm realizing that I think that Lucario does poorly against Lucasin is that a lot of Lucas's moves just instantly kill you regardless of what your percent is at. Like the dare, like the up smash, the up air, depending on your percent. I mean, you just don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of options for Aura. That is great use.
Gonna
going
get rid of the Aura Sphere. I don't like that he threw that away, but that back throw's gonna take it.
That's 2-0.
That's 2-0 Cilvanis. Very close games though.
Good job to Cilvanis though. He did end up clutching that. The first game he clutched it. The second game he held it down and just